Let me see if there's a way to flip it. I guess there's not. Okay. So I'm just going to be backwards. That's fun. Oh well. I'm going to get some music in here because why not? Hi to anyone joining. I am trying to find some music really quick. That way it's not awkward and boring while I'm doing this. Although I'm about to chat up a storm about this man, Marco, about where I work. Man. Marco and I are about to throw some hands, let me tell you. Because Marco done pissed me off. Like, hella pissed me off. Fuck a man named Marco. I think y'all can hear that. There's words to that. Never mind. There was not supposed to be words. I just need ambience type stuff. Oh, this works. Okay. So, not like anybody's here, so it doesn't really matter, but this is throwing me off that this is like backwards because when I normally put my hair on one side, it's like just completely opposite on screen and it's just throwing me off. I may just throw my hair up, to be honest, because this is gonna bug the shit out of me. This is my first time ever going live on YouTube, so I don't know how sensitive it's gonna be. So I'm used to TikTok being super censored with stuff where you just look at someone the wrong way and it's like, you're banned. Sorry. So I don't know how sensitive this is going to be. So I guess if I just lose connection all of a sudden, I'll know what happened. But anyways, this is my blanket. I'm hoping you guys can see it. I'm trying to look through the holes of the blanket to make sure you guys can see. So this has taken me at least 2 to 3 weeks already to do. Yeah. This is my coping mechanism. Let me see if you guys can. Not like you need to look at my face, but this is my coping mechanism. Anytime shit goes south, I just work on this bad boy. This is where we're at. It fits roughly like the length of my couch. Hold on. Let me toss this shit out here. So, I don't know if you guys can see that. So, she's pretty big. I mean, it's a work in progress. We're getting there. Oops, shit. I almost turned my whole stream off. Oh well. Not like it'd be the end of the world. Anyways. So, as I work on this, I'm going to chat about work. So, for a little bit of context, I am an emergency medical courier dispatcher And I deal with like phone calls and emails all day, right? I swear to God, I normally have an okay day with this job, except today is Friday, and for some reason, a bitch named Marco wanted to really test my patience. I don't know why. And if Marco happens to come across this video, I don't even care. Marco, you suck. That's all I gotta say. Oh my God. So, I won't go into specifics, but Marco from certain company emails me and asks me for a certain pickup time from an order that we were doing for them. I said, sure. Here is said pickup time for you. Here you go. They also wanted a picture of a form that was completed that I could send over to them. I said, sure, I will send this over to you right away. If I had it, which I did not. My driver had not had a chance to take a picture of it and send it to me. So I let them know that through the email, which usually that is the case. I don't have it right away. Usually that's something we send to them at the end of the day. It's not new information, which they know of. Marco, oh, lovely Marco, then proceeds to ignore my freaking email. And then, like 30 minutes later, sends me another email and is like, hey, can you send me or not the pickup information? It was the delivery information that he was looking for. He's like, hey, can you send me the delivery information? I was like, I already sent this to you. What the fuck? They're like, sure. Yep, sure. I'll send it to you. So I sent him this all over again. Mr. Marco then proceeds to ask me for the same form all over again. So what did I do? I said the same thing all over again. I don't fucking have this form, dude. I will not have this until later, until it's provided to me. So he then ignores me again. And not even like 10 minutes later, Marco is in my inbox. Hey, can you send me the delivery information? And can you send me that form? Marco, honey, I'm going to need you to use your seeing eyeballs for 2 seconds and look in your fucking emails. Look in your junk folder, for fuck's sake. Look anywhere. Read. Damn it. You have this job. Read. I'm going to need you to use your finer thinking skills and like read something, anything. I have sent this to you twice now. And no, I did not say this to him. I was thinking this in my head. I would never say that to this person. But I'm just thinking, like, there is, how did you have a job? How have I responded to you 2 times now and you just don't have this? So I send it again. So after I hit send, not even 5 minutes goes by, Marco is calling me through the dispatch line. I answer it. You'll never guess what he was needing. The form and a delivery time. Also, I'd like to note that during this time, I also sent him a delivery photo. A whole photo of where this was delivered. This was delivering to an airport, by the way, after it picked up from a hospital at undisclosed locations. So Marco then proceeds to ask me those same questions. Now, mind you, at this point, I am borderline about to go to prison. I am contemplating it because that is how ticked I was at this dude. Like, Marco, honey, what are we doing? So then, as if that was not enough, after I give it to him over the phone, he said, oh, well, I thought that information was incorrect because that's the pickup time. And this photo here is the pickup photo. Marco, honey, I don't know what fucking... I honestly, there was a long moment of silence over the phone because I had to audibly gather myself. So it was silent over the phone, but except for like this long sigh where I just audibly gathered myself to keep myself from actually going to prison. So I'm thinking in my head, what fucking hospital have you been to with floors like that? The picture that I sent you was a delivery location at the airport, and their floors are nasty. So whatever hospitals that you've been to that has a floor like that needs to be shut the fuck down. So also, there were brochures in the picture for Delta. That's how I know we're at an airport, Marco. So, motherfucker trying to gaslight me. That's the pickup photo. No! What hospital looks like that and has Delta brochures? Oh, I was peeved. Peeved is an understatement, actually. Peeved is an understatement. So, Marco then is a little irritated with me, which I don't even understand at this point because clearly Marco is in the wrong. Hello? Like, I've given you all the information that you've asked for, minus this paper that I've told you I don't have and will not have until later. Not seeing the issue here. So, yeah, that's how that went. I then proceeded to hang up on Marco, and Marco did not call me back or email me back. Because if he had, I don't think I can say that on live, but yeah, if he had, just know, I would probably be in a psych ward. Like, the amount of just bullshittery that happens on this job sometimes. Like, how, Marcus, how did you get this job? And how did you not see 3 emails that I sent you? That was the irritating part. So anyways, happy Friday. How did y'all's day go? Even though there's nobody watching, which is totally fine. Trying to think of some other shit that happened without giving away too many details because I can't tell you like specifics since it's medical related. Trying to think of some good ones. I don't know. I'll remember it here in a minute because there was just so much that it was just a giant ball of chaos by the end of the evening. By the time that I handed over the phones to the other dispatcher, my brain was just fried. I was like, you know what? I can't. Like, help. I'm done. I can't handle this. Please save me. That is my, I guess now 14 minutes of, almost 15 minutes of venting. Do you know who Marco reminds me of? Do you know Marcus the worm? Where it's like, Robert, it's pissing me off. That thing, that where he looks at the rock and it's like, it's pissing me off. That's what Marco reminds me of. Except I actually like that Marcus. I actually like Marcus. But Marco done pissed me off. But that's who he reminds me of. That is who he reminds me of. So I told my coworker, I was like, he's pissing me off. Has anybody else done any giant crocheting tasks like this? This is my first time ever taking on not a task, what's the word I'm looking for? Project. There, thank you. A project of this magnitude. And it's going a lot better than I thought it would. Like, way better. It's always been kind of like a bucket list item of mine to be able to sit here and just make a blanket for myself. I've only ever been able to make like half-assed washcloths that look like they belong in dumpsters or something similar where I could never get the corners right. Like, especially not changing colors like I'm doing in this. Like, I don't know. I'm very proud of how this is turning out. Okay, that's where I was. Why is this not wanting to do anything? Hello? There we go. And not only that, it's been really therapeutic. So say like today where I had a really rough day, it's nice to be able to sit down and work my mind, work my hands on something and get something nice out of it, like a really nice, soft, fuzzy blanket. Granted, I probably need lots of therapy as well, but hey, why not make a blanket? And even though I am crazily talking to myself on a YouTube live, this is free. Therapy is not. I'm about halfway done with this blanket, and it has taken me 2 or 3 weeks. And since it is now the weekend and I'm officially done with work, I'm hoping I can just power through it this weekend. Team no sleep, right? I might even go over to my TikTok and go live there since I do have followers there and not really many here. Even though I've not even been live on my TikTok in like forever, and I'm pretty sure I've ghosted all of my 10,000 followers, and you know, I've not posted videos in forever, and just randomly pop up like, hi, I'm crocheting a blanket. Come join me. The last time you saw me, I was having a breakdown. Hi. Long time no see. I know I've ghosted you for months, but here I am. Still doing mentally shitty. But with a blanket. And a new project at hand. I may just do that here in a little bit because I have been talking to myself for 20 minutes. Do lives get saved on YouTube? Imagine me coming back to this years later and just seeing this and being like, what the fuck? Like, oh yeah, that's when I was manic and I made this blanket. But no, in all seriousness, I don't know. I enjoy this. It's fun. Plus, I enjoy humor. I like making people laugh. Or I try to, anyways. I don't feel like it comes off very well, but. Yeah, I think I'm gonna swap over to TikTok. Say hello to them since I've ghosted them. So, anyways, thanks for, I think, the 2 or 3 people that I saw hop on for a couple seconds. I appreciate it, and have a good night.